We have new Rockies General Manager Josh Byrnes here. First of all, congratulations on the new gig. Welcome. Are you enjoying your tour of the NL West?
It's been quite a tour. I've been in this division a long time. It's good to be back with the Rockies. It's a big challenge, and you know, playing against the Rockies now for most of the last 20 years, you're always thinking of you know, how great it could be and solving for altitude and all those things. So got a chance now. It's a great challenge. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I know you've mentioned that so many people in baseball are intrigued by how you can solve the Rockies' problems. What aspect of Colorado was most fascinating to you before heading into this role?
Well, I think a couple things. The altitude's part of it. I think coming out of 119 losses is a great challenge. I have a lot of close friends who work for the Tigers and were there when they were sort of at the very bottom and have now come out of it with 2 straight playoff seasons. And I love the city. I love being there, and I think it's a great sports town, and the fans have always supported the Rockies. So obviously, wherever I've been, you want to put a winning team and a likable team on the field, but I know in Denver, like, the fans will really respond to it.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to know, I mean, you've been watching the Rockies from, across the dugout for such a long time now. Is there one thing that you think the Rockies need to be focusing on in terms of turning everything around?
As simple as it is, the name of the game is scoring runs and preventing runs. I think we're putting equal energy into both. But I think great organizations have like a language and a culture and like an ethos, and so that's why I've said it, like, look, first and foremost, we're in the business of maxing out players. When a player shows up on our door, trade, free agent, draft pick, international, there's a reason why he's there, and we're going to get to work on getting the very best out of him. And I think that also avoids like sort of complaining and criticizing players. I think, like, look, we're going to ask a lot out of them, and we expect to win, but getting the very best out of the players is really important to me.
Now, we've seen some moves in terms of new hiring. You guys went out and got a new pitching coach yesterday. How did that all come together?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's been announced, but I can tell you we have spent a lot of time this past week talking to candidates, thinking through like our pitching leadership teams, obviously the major league pitching coach, but some other hires. And it's been a great group to talk with, really pick their brains. There's so much pitching knowledge out there. We've talked about biomechanics and pitch design and arsenal and game planning, and then of course altitude and relationships with players. So all the things that go into it. It's been a great group to talk with, and I'm not even sure what's out, but we're starting to announce those hires, and in some cases already getting to work.
Yeah. Now, you've worked with Paul Depodesta before. You guys have known each other for a long time, and I know he mentioned that he was very eager to work with you again if he came back into baseball. What can you tell us about the working relationship you guys have?
It's great. It goes back a long way. I mean, his like thought process, intellect, how he treats people. I mean, even like coming back after 10 years on like pitching, so much has changed within the game in the last 10 years on the pitching side. But it's like he never left. Like, he's right in there with all the new concepts and terms and levers to pull that you think about when trying to make a pitcher better.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming back after being away from baseball for about 10 years. You've been working for various division rivals. Are you an asset in that sense of maybe filling in the gaps of things that he might not be 100% tuned into coming out of a totally different sport?
Yeah, I think his perspective will be valuable, kind of seeing it from afar and what he's learned in the NFL. I think, there's stuff, I've spent a lot of time on the last 10 or 11 years that I think are valuable that I can bring in. I mean, I spent a lot of time, on all of it, hitting, pitching, how we select talent, performance science, quantitative analysis. So there's a lot, and there's a lot of other people here and that we're going to bring in that can bring their best practices in, and we'll hopefully connect it and get better.
Love it. Anything else on the docket for today in terms of what you guys are looking for, who you're talking to, anything you can tell us?
Well, I know it's more exciting to hear about like player pursuit. So we are, talking to a few agents about free agents and trying to see where things might line up there, and a little bit of trade discussion. The Rule 5 draft is tomorrow. We've done our meeting on that, and so yeah, I mean that's obviously part of the winter meetings is trying to make deals to make your team better. So we're actively involved in that.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.